For everybody that's not been with me in a while, I cut my hair. It's really short. That's why it's got a spiky ponytail. I'm out here on the back porch trying to do something because this is the first day I felt like anything in a long time. And I kind of got answers this morning on my health, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. I've been having a lot of health issues, so everybody's been wondering where I've been. Oh, and I cut my hair because it got on my nerves. And it looks better when I fix it, but it's not fixed, so. Oh, gosh. It is hotter than I don't know what out here. But I've not been with you in a while because I just not felt well. Been really weak. That was a chicken. If you hear that roar, it was a chicken. I've been really weak. I've not felt well. And hi, Denise. So I went to the doctor today. And I had gotten blood work done the other day, and I had to go back and get it back. Hang on, I'm putting my bit in here. Hang on. These little fine bits, you just have to hang on to them while you put them in there. Anyway, I went to the doctor today. Oh, don't do that. Okay, so I went to the doctor today, and because I've been feeling like crap, and they did blood work, and I got a new physician's assistant today. Thank you to my mom who did that. I appreciate you. I got a new physician's assistant today, so I met her for the first time. It's the first time that the head doctor has turned me loose to someone else because of the mastoiditis and everything I went through. If you see me, I look horrible. I'm okay. I just feel like crap. She had gone, I had signed releases, and she had gone like 15 years in my past because she's really trying to break the code with my disorder and trying to understand it. Hi, Ashley. She's a really inquisitive woman, and she's street smart too. I like that about her. But she did like 15 years of blood work, pulled it all together, and had seen a slow cycle in my old blood work that the doctors hadn't recognized because it was a slow cycle. And they don't always go 5 or 6 blood tests back. They go like the next 2. She said they missed this as it amped up. My thyroid had been dying for a long time, probably due to my disorder and a lot of my other health issues. The only reason they caught it was the Monjaro makes them take blood work every few weeks. And so now they're seeing the cycle closely. And so she pulled all my back blood work, and she was like, it's been going on for at least 15 years. She's going to go about 6 more years back to the injury date. But she's found out that my blood work has been bad for like 15 years. And the cycle was just speeding up. He's done 8.
He's ate his supper?
Yeah, he ate his supper. I fed him. He ate his old man food. Sorry, Mama's out here. She's fixing to feed Oscar a second dinner. I bet you he would love that. When I get a chance, check Messenger. Okay. What? Ashley. Okay, so a lot of people are going to pop in on this. Everyone that pops in on this, send up prayers for Ashley's stepdaughter. Did you say stepdaughter? Your adopted daughter. Oh my gosh. Honey, you know if you need me for any of my expertise, I'm just a message away. I've been gone all day for stupid doctor visits. Mom's had physical therapy. I don't understand the world we're living in. I don't. And I don't mean to say that and seem like it's just something to say. I honestly do not understand the world we're living in. I don't know why doctors couldn't have done a profile on my blood work before. I don't know why they couldn't have caught this. I don't know why children are being hurt. I don't know why New York's going crazy and convicting somebody on something that's out of the statute of limitations. And when the lawyer said he was stealing funds to do these things, that should have been dismissal. I don't understand any of this world. And a lot of the reason why I don't understand this world is because the prince of this world is the devil. Okay, this is the trial run. This is the trial run and the pop quiz before we get to go home. And all I can say is that he's winning right now, and it's a sorry shame. It's a sorry shame. Oh my gosh! Oh well, y'all know I just dealt with a meth head. We're still dealing with a meth head, so I understand why people turn to drugs for the psychology of it, the behavior, because they turn to drugs as a relief, to get away from reality, to escape, to numb their feelings. But then they do a lot of harm to other people while they're apparently just flying on through. So we need to address the drug issue, and it's not opiates. It's street drugs. It's heroin. It's fentanyl. It's fentanyl-laced drugs. It is homemade brake fluid and urine drugs. And these people that put this crap in their body are not the smartest, okay? We'll just say that. We've already got a delinquency issue here. Now we've got a cognition issue, and now we've got drugs on top of it. That's just a recipe for disaster. This world is in the handbasket for sure. It's in the handbasket for sure. Ashley, message me. Tomorrow I'm just going to be taking a rest day because I'm on a lot of new medicines, and I'm going to feel like crap tomorrow. My ears are trying to mess up again. But I'll be resting a lot, and I'll keep my iPad close if you need me. But my thyroid is dead. Well, it's in the process of dying. It's not at the last blood work. It was not functioning. But it's been doing this not functioning, barely functioning, not functioning. It's been doing this for about 15 years and no one's caught it. But now it's kind of out of gas. And so she looked at me and she said, what we're probably going to have to do is, she said, I'm going to do secondary blood work. She said, I'm going to get your ENT specialist involved. We're going to do an ultrasound. And she said, we're going to see what we need to do. And she said, there's a possibility we may need to kill your thyroid and put you on medicine so that your thyroid doesn't create Graves' disease or other issues. Oh, Mickey, honey, I'm so sorry. No, everybody, we've got to pray for these people. And I know psychologically why. Okay, chickens, I'm live streaming. They just got fed, so they're a little spicy. I know why people turn to drugs, and I supervised drug addicts for about a decade. And I even had youth that were drug addicts or had trauma and addiction backgrounds for about 3 years on top of that. So I've done the whole juvenile to adults. And a lot of it is they feel that they cannot handle what they're facing, and they don't have any coping skills or any ways. Anyways, I sound like a hillbilly. I am hillbilly. Any way to handle the problems that are coming at them, so they just take a timeout, and that timeout is normally a substance abuse issue. And then on top of the problems they already had, now they have an addiction problem. And that creates a whole nother loop-de-loop to the roller coaster ride. And what I would love to tell somebody that's on the cusp of doing this is, don't. Talk to somebody, talk to a friend, call a helpline, learn that you have other areas within your brain to think of ways to handle these scenarios that are troubling you. You have another way to view the world. You have another way to view others. And if you could just talk to somebody and learn a new skill, a new coping skill, or a new way to view things, or a new way to talk to people, it would open up the world for you substantially. Because a lot of them are just alone, and they feel lost in this world. And even though we're surrounded by millions of people, they feel lost in this world. Most of them just need somebody to listen to them, and was just too scared to ask. Or sometimes they were just too stupid to ask. I'll just be honest. Sometimes they were too stupid to ask, but sometimes they were too scared to ask. And a lot of them did not have family that cared. And so if an addict has family that cares, that substantially raises their ability to overcome that addiction. I would recommend on Facebook and here on YouTube, if you have someone that's going through addiction, to look up Chris Stringer, Stringer. Actually had him on parole. He's now off parole, doing well, and he writes songs about overcoming addiction and how he viewed his addiction and how he overcame his addiction. And he is always open to talk to anybody that needs help. He is a great... Hi, Gypsy. He is just a great outlet to have if you've got a loved one that's struggling. So Chris Stringer on Facebook or YouTube. And I've shared a lot of his music on here. I call him Pantene because when I had him, he had long blonde hair and he was prettier than mine. But go look him up. And he would be a great ally to have in this battle because he's seen, done, and overcame it all. So I'd recommend looking him up. He's a wonderful person. He's gone and talked to many groups for me, and I'm just overcome with how great he's doing. I'm just amazed. It's hard to watch people annihilate themselves. And the sad thing is that sometimes to get them to a point where they're ready to repair themselves, you have to watch them break themselves down to nothing. And it really is true. Most of them have to hit rock bottom and bounce a couple of times before they really think about cleaning up. The average amount of times to go to rehab that it takes to work is 7 to 14. And if you know how expensive rehab is, you know how unlikely that is to occur for most people. So look for scholarship and grant beds. Look for sliding scale programs. Call the back of your insurance cards and just start getting information. Start going down to probation offices and picking the officers' brains, because they will have those resources and know how to help you. And they shouldn't mind to help you. You know, I've seen so many people completely obliterate their lives because of drugs. I've gone to a lot of funerals because of drugs. I've written a lot of warrants because of drugs. And I've sent a lot of people to prison because of drugs, but I had a hope that each of them would overcome it, and they didn't. And while we want the best, we have to understand that it's their life, they're going to live it. And unless they're mentally ill and declared mentally unwell, we don't have any way to dictate what they do. We just have to constantly show them another way, an open door or a helping hand, without allowing them to bring the toxicity into our home. It's a fine line, and I wouldn't wish anybody to have to deal with it. It's very hard. So I'm sorry that y'all are going through that. So I am fixing to have an ultrasound, get my ENT doctor to review it, and get his secondary professional opinion, get the secondary blood work. But we think that we're going to have to kill my thyroid before it kills me. So it's just, I don't know, all of this is just, it's sure it would happen to me. I'm a healthcare unicorn. But I think it's important for people. There's a lot of people on Mounjaro that are starting to have thyroid issues. And it's something that I was like, I'll not stay on this medicine over a year, because that seems to be the issue. Actually, it's not Mounjaro. And this is just what my experience, so don't take it as like the Bible, but this is just my experience and what I talked to my doctor about today. It's not Mounjaro that is creating the thyroid problems. It's Mounjaro that's allowing the doctors to see them. Because these people that have had these thyroid issues, that struggle with their weight, like me after all my surgeries, after my injuries and my surgeries, they struggle because of a thyroid issue that was hidden, that cycles like mine. My thyroid would work sometimes, halfway work, then it would die out, and now it's getting to where it's on its way out. Because they do blood work 3 to sometimes 5 times as much, it allows them to see that thyroid much better. So a lot of people, I think Mounjaro's probably saved a lot of lives. I know that they would not have noticed this with me. They would have pawned it off as another issue with my disorder. You just feel bad, you feel weak, you feel shaky, you're having insomnia, all of that's thyroid. And this doctor had done far beyond what she should have done to figure out this was something that was way before my Mounjaro. Mounjaro just allowed her to see it, quickly. So I think that's probably something important to take from this, is that the Mounjaro, everybody's scared of it right now. The Ozempic, I'm absolutely still scared of, but the Mounjaro is actually, like she said, I said, do I need to stop the Mounjaro? And she said, no. She said, it's probably keeping you going till we figure this out. Okay. I'm about 15 pounds from where David and I was when we got married, but it's all, my muscle's gone because I've lost so much since January. My muscle's just, and that's been because of my thyroid, not because of the Mounjaro. And that's what tipped him off that my thyroid something was wrong, because I was losing weight too quickly on 5 milligrams. I take a very low dose of Mounjaro. And I lost 2 pounds in 4 days. I lost 4 pounds in 6 days last week. And I've just lost way too much weight. And it's my thyroid. It's not the Mounjaro. The Mounjaro and the blood draws for the Mounjaro has showed them my thyroid issue. And my thyroid's been going out for 15 years. She got all my records. It's been going out for a while. They just haven't caught it. Doctors. Why are you so smart? You're so stupid. Doctors. I'm kind of, well, some people do okay with Ozempic. I'm scared of Ozempic because it's made from Gila monster venom. And I just don't think that's a great way to start anything. But now some people do well with it, but some people have had mental health disturbances because of it. So just watch yourself carefully. And if you seem to go out of your personality profile, have your family check you and have them tell you if you start not acting quite like yourself, or you start having a true despair moment. You're going through a lot, so watch yourself closely. A good doctor is supposed to do Mounjaro about 3 to 5 times as often as they do it just on an average patient. And for me with my disorder, it became a rapid issue. They wanted to watch me very closely, so thank God. Otherwise, they would have just pawned this off on my RSD and said, oh, you're dying. What, duh, we all are. But they would have just pawned it off on my disorder and said, that's it. And I never would have known. That's why I've got these that won't go away. It's my thyroid. That's why my color's not great. That's why I'm so exhausted. And that's why I'm down here at mom and dad's. I cannot honestly take care of myself. I need someone to watch me because I'm just so sick right now. So I feel better today. The last 3 days have been really hard. I've got my ear problems again. I've got cotton in my ear again. And I've got on antibiotics again for my ears. Ever since the storm systems came through, a lot of swelling happened with my disorder, and it all went to my freaking ears. So here we go with the ears again. I've got things I want to do. My nurses want me back up the hill because I'm 4 minutes from them and 4 minutes from the triage center, but I'm alone all the time. And I'm next to a woman that tried to kill me a couple months ago. I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm down here on the farm just trying to, and I'm enjoying my time down here because I don't get to see mom and dad a lot because I can't always travel. And I was so weak that this last week I took David my Jeep, and I was so weak. When I got there, he was like, no, I'll drive you back. And I was like, well, you take the Jeep this week then. And so me and mom have just been rolling in her Altima all week. But I need eyes on me. I need to be down here and have eyes on me because I'm just sick. It's sad, but I'm just sick. You've only lost 2 pounds. Are you on a low dose, Ashley, or have they upped you yet? Be careful. I'm only on 5 milligrams, which is a very low dose of Mounjaro, but it's just plummeting off of me. But it's my thyroid. I lost normally for the first, till January. And my thyroid has just, I've been riding the rims with my thyroid for a while, and now we got sparks of flaming in the rims being. So we're on the way out with the thyroid. And then it made me ask a lot of family questions. I didn't know, but like everybody in my family is on a thyroid pill. What happened to thyroids? Hello, science. What happened to thyroids? What happened to them? Like my hair, like my haircut. I had to thin it out. It was getting long and aggressive. I thinned it out. I don't know what's going on. Like we're so sick, and it's just like, why a whole family has thyroid problems. Okay, well, you're starting out then. Yeah, just be real careful. And it's more potent than Mounjaro, so the smaller doses are still potent. So just be careful. Yeah, and that's something I've never experienced with the Mounjaro. Never. Now, I know if I overeat, I feel like I've ate Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't eat that. But as a matter of fact, it's been hard for me to eat enough food the last few weeks to try to battle the scale with my thyroid. I've added protein shakes back in. I've had beef because I'm on a cattle farm. I'm eating a lot, and I'm eating carbs too. I ate strawberry pie last night, and I cannot stop the scale from dropping. It's a good thing I'm like 100 pounds from starvation, but still, we got to figure this out because I look like I have been just rode hard, put up with. So I'm hoping, she said that I will perk up when we figure this out and they get me on the medicine. She said, you will perk up immensely and probably feel like your old self. And I'm like, hallelujah. When I have a good day, I can do something. But my nurses are really pushing for me to go back up the mountain, because my swimming pool's there. I can do physical therapy in the water, be great for my muscles. They're 4 minutes away. The triage center's 4 minutes away. But right now I'm so sick, I've got to be with somebody, and I'm home alone all the time if I'm up the mountain. So I'm staying down here. I just weighed out the options right now. It's just more important for me to have eyes on me, so I'm down here. Now, I've gotten into a fairly decent diet with mine, but I stopped at 5. They tried to put me on 7.5, and it just wrecked my body, and I said no, and they took me back down to 5. And I've gotten on a pretty decent diet, and I've learned how to balance my protein, carbs, and everything out. And I was doing really great there for a while, and then my thyroid decided to cycle again, and it's not seeming to go back up. So she thinks it's actually dead. She said the blood work basically showed it was flatlined. How do you, hello, wake up, get up, how do you wake a thyroid up? I don't know. And I've got such a big gobble from where I've lost so much weight. How can you see if I have a thyroid problem? Because I've lost so much weight. I've got this big waddle here, so. But she felt, she said it didn't feel too bad right now. But she said, we're going to get on it, because she said, you feel horrible. And I've been shaking like a Parkinson again. And then she said, that's from the thyroid. So that made me know that I've done this before with the shakes, at least for 10 years. So I know it has been my thyroid now for a long time. It may be Gypsy. You may need to be careful with the dosage because you're on a higher dose. You may be careful with that because it will slow down your bowels. And with you missing part of that, you may have to be careful. And I drink so much water. So much water. But I don't know. I'm trying to get along, but I've been very sick. I've been very weak, and I feel better today. So I want to pop on and let you know I'm still kicking. I had enough energy the other day to do a Temu short, and they gave me another review option, and I did spring, ready for spring, and I split it with Mom because I wanted to do something for her. She's got a wedding to go to in late June. And so it'll be in by then. And she wanted a couple of things. So we'll do it combined together when it gets here. And I thought that would be fun, you know. And so but that month I was sick, they put me back down to level 1. Now I'm back to level 2. And I will say that I like Temu. But if you watch a Double T's Treasure or something like that, Double T's 3, anyway, it's Tanya and Tim. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They've had some issues with Temu, and I think Temu got so big so quick that the communication went out the door, and I have to be kind of communicatively aggressive. Wow, I got that out of my mouth really easily. But you have to be kind of aggressive with them to get stuff right. Hi, Colin, how are you doing? My thyroid's dying. How's yours? Oh, honey, Gypsy, bless your heart. So now I know what's going on. So now, do I need a biopsy? Do they just need to do well, they're going to do an ultrasound to see if they need anything else. But she looked at me and she said, most likely we're going to kill it before it kills you. Thanks. And put me on medicine that I'll have to stay on the rest of my life. That, for me, as someone that doesn't trust the medical field, terrifies me. Because I think the world's fixing to go... I mean, look what happened today. I think the world's fixing to go crazy. I mean, we're already prosecuting people out of the statute of limitations on money that they spent that they found out the lawyer stole and spent without the other person's knowledge, but they're going to blame it on the other person. The world is going crazy, okay? Crazy. So I'm waiting for a complete breakdown of the system. And then what will happen to people like me that don't have thyroids and have to take medicine? What's going to happen? Hey, listen, if I'm the first person out, I'm going to wreak havoc till I go, but, you know. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm just kind of like, there's no good way out of this. How do you jumpstart a thyroid? I'm going to put a castor oil pack on tonight just to see if it helps it. Hey, honey, I got 7. David called and said, what have you ordered? I said, well, nothing in a couple of weeks, but everything's been jammed, and I got like $20 of back pay, and 1 completely refunded. He said, it all showed up today. And I said, good, sit it inside. I said, I'll get it next time I'm up. But I'll tell you about Temu Furniture next time I talk to you. Well, let's rewind. When I get it put together, I'll tell you about Temu Furniture and show it to you because I ordered a bureau to go in the bathroom, but I don't know when I'm going to be back up the hill because it's just better for me to be down here. So I basically visit, eat dinner, and then I get carted back down here. But when I put it together, if I like it, I will show it to you whether I like it or not. I'll show it to you and we will review Temu Furniture because I ordered a bureau for the bathroom that matches the bathroom wood and black, and it looked like it would fit everything I needed to cram in a drawer. So my bathroom, I have no drawers. I have a cupboard. That's it. So we will review Temu Furniture very soon because I'm going to have to put that sucker together, and I might time-lapse me putting it together because y'all can see me cuss in like 5 times the speed, but it'll be fun. Can you make a donation for what? Ouch. Some bit me. Oh, wait, hang on. Temu just dumped it on my porch today, so they were like, here it is. No more late fees. And I was like, I like the late fees. Well, Mickey, if you cuss, let me know. Then I'll know I'm going to cuss. And speaking of cussing, I got a bag of... Anybody know what these are? I've reused a Temu bag. Anybody know what these are? Anybody in the comment section know what these are? Come on, I know Gypsy knows. I know Gypsy knows. And I got some different ones to show you too. These are from a raccoon, which to be a small animal is kind of impressive. This is from a raccoon, and it's called baculum. If you don't know what baculum is, you need to do a dictionary check really quick. But when I say I have a bag of, I literally have a bag of them. David cleaned these so that I could turn them because people love these as earrings. But I got coyote in here too, and I want to show you coyote. Okay, this is a raccoon. This is a coyote. It looks like a canoe, a dugout canoe. I feel so sorry for the coyote because this is a raccoon. This is a coyote. I just find that hilarious. Just come on, I find it hilarious. This is a 30-pound, 25 to 30-pound big boy raccoon. This is a 37-pound coyote. The universe is just a funny place. I just think that's hilarious. And I'm talking about, I'm talking about all the coyotes are that way. So, you know. But then I've got this one raccoon. What happened? What happened? That's a bad X right there. Anyway, you got to do a search to know what I'm talking about. And then look at this. This is two itty bitty coyotes. This is coyotes. This is a raccoon. The universe is playing jokes on us. We're just here for comic. That's it. This is the biggest coyote I got. And this is still a raccoon. And this is my decent raccoon. It's just funny. I just find it funny. It's just funny. Anyway, a lot of people like to wear these as jewelry. That's a little tiny raccoon. I'm sorry. I make him into little dainty wire wrapped earrings with his buddy here. I have to kind of match them. So I try to find two about the same size. But I like to make earrings, and some people like wire wrapped. Some people like actually, you know, the jump rings in them with silver. That's exactly what they are, Ashley. Yeah, I got a whole bag of them. So when life gives me problems, I'm just say, hey, I got a bag of these. But I know coyotes are angry. Now we know why. I mean, really, I understand. I get it now. I mean, and that's a raccoon. I mean, it's just funny. I just find it funny. It's hilarious. But I've got quite a bit, and I'm going to try to make some. The smaller ones I'll have to wire wrap, and I've got some black copper wire, and then I've got to get some more silver. But most of these I'm going to be able to, you know, like drill a little hole through and do a jump ring on the bigger ones. So I'm going to make some Arkansas toothpick earrings that people seem to love. It's not anything I really wear, but once people find out what they are, they just laugh and buy them. And I'm like, okay. I mean, they're sterilized and sanitary. I mean, you know, so it's just funny. I just find it funny. And now I've got a very small drill bit, but still sometimes it, you know, the bone cracks. And if that happens, then I'll have to wire wrap them and change them. Some of these I'm going to be able to drill and make pretty earrings out of. So, and I think I'm going to drill them like this and hang them like this instead of the other way, because everyone makes them like this. I think they're cuter like this. I mean, I wouldn't wear them, but other people would wear them. So, but I'm just not sure I could drill through that without splitting it. You see how bad I'm shaking. I'm not shaking as bad today as I was yesterday. Yesterday was a herky-jerky day. Yeah, this is just something David had because he rips them out of everything he has to skin and for his hands. And so he was like, do you want them? And I was like, yeah, I'll do something with them. Everybody seems to think they're funny little comic jewelry, you know, presents. So I try. I have to say I've never had this many. So it's just weird. It's just weird. Oh, good. I made her laugh. Good. Laughter's the best medicine, honey. You get to feeling better. Well, I tell you what, nobody can say you ain't tough now. Wear it with, you know, badge of honor. I'm a tough nut. Just tell them that. You're tougher than a pine knot. That's a good thing to be. They tell me I should have been dead like 10 times. And when she told me that, she said, you honestly shouldn't be functioning. And I said, you're not the first one to tell me that. You're not even the 10th. Get in line. I'm not supposed to be here. Apparently, somebody needs me around because I'm still here. But I'm fixing to drill some of these, and I'm going to go in and eat a little bit and rest some more. And going through another ear infection from the storms that came through. A lot of fluid just wouldn't drain. And then we find this out. Life. So the thing that's been making me the happiest, if you watch the 1987 Salon shorts, honey, Princess of Gummy Bears and Gumdrops, I'm going to pump up your chair. She cracks me up. If you're having a bad day, it's the 1980s Salon or something like that, the Hot Look Salon or something like that. Oh, it's hilarious. Go watch her shorts. You're going to just die laughing. That's what kept me laughing today when I was having such a bad day. So find something to laugh at. Laugh at me. Laugh at life. Laugh at the political system in our nation. It's pretty funny right now. You know, just find something to laugh at. Hey, Zen, how you doing? it's just sad it happens to someone at that age. It's just, oh. I will never understand the aggression of violence of somebody that has something that is supposed to be helping them combat life in their own misguided way. They should understand that something that makes you paranoid and aggressive is not helping you. But, it's like, how can I explain it to my neighbor? How can she explain it to them? Sadly, they have to crash and burn and deal with their own crap. But you're going to be so much more wiser about body language and behavior and mannerisms. You're going to be profiling now. And that's a good thing. Because as you get older, it'll help you out a lot. Oh, thank you, Colin. Yeah, we had 2 massive storms. We lost a maple tree, our big maple tree in the front yard up the hill. Down here, Dad had to cut the road out. I could have floated down the driveway in a kayak for 2 days. The storms are weird. Normally a storm system is strong at one end and kind of bloody out to the end. These have been strong the whole way in 3 massive spots, and it's just not natural. It's just not natural. If you look at how the weather hits here and has hit here for 150 years, these storms are not normal. They're coming the same way. They should be behaving the same way. They're at the same elevation, and they're not. I think something's up. I'm just going to say it I think something's up. We all know that they can generate storm clouds. I just think something's up. I think we've been hoodooed. Snookered. Big time. Dodging them storms. I've dodged several. We got a basement here, but I was so glad David was at work when it went through up the hill, because I was worried. I was because it just kind of teeter-tottered over the plateau and skidded on off, and it was just scary. Ashley, honey, you take care, and if you need anything, you message me. Either one of you, it's okay? Yeah, they're strange. The clouds don't even look right. They don't even look right here anymore. And I'm at high elevation, so we normally see the clouds really well here. They don't look right. And honestly, the more truth I keep telling you, the sicker I get. But do I care? No. Because I'm going to tell you the truth anyway. But it's weird that the more truth I tell you, the sicker I get. But I'm going to keep telling the truth. So if you're trying to knock me out, you might as well go ahead and do it. Because I ain't going to shut up. Thanks, Colin. I'll check the emails in just a minute. Oh my gosh. When does that ever happen? There's been a lot of golf ball sized hail around here, which might happen once every 3 years. We get hail, but it's normally penny to quarter size, but it's never golf ball or beyond. We've had some big hail, especially around Lake Tansy over toward the edge of the plateau. Way over yonder where the rich people live. It's just weird. It's just not natural. And I'm just we're not this stupid, right? Well, I guess about 80% of us are, because there's only about 20% of us wondering. But it only takes 5% to change the momentum of a crowd. So I think us, our 20%, we need to be speaking up. I'm thinking about calling a lot of Democrats representatives tomorrow and just saying, hey, you know something? Not happy with yous violating the law of our land, going after somebody out of the statute of limitations, and then when the lawyer said he did it with stolen money, still saying that it was a crime committed by that man. I'm a retired law enforcement. This is not right. We know what you're doing. It's just how stupid do you think we are? Well, it's not that we're stupid, it's that so many of us are complacent and we won't talk about it. And if we don't talk about it, nothing's going to change. We got to start talking about it. I'm not saying, nothing's violent. Violence doesn't change anything. It just makes things worse. We just start talking about it so that they know if there's a buzz over here, they're catching on. We better stop. Because it's just less than 500 people ruining our nation. That is a gnat on a bull's ass. The bull needs to be taking charge of this. Hello? The whole world's crazy. I'm just you people are stupid. And I try to say it as kind as possible. Sometimes you just need to go, you let that one out to pasture and it never came back, did you? Yet your brain's gone. Oh my gosh, Colin. Can you send me some stuff to read about that? Can you? I would love to read about that. I would love to like talk about that on here if I feel good tomorrow. All my antibiotics going to hit tomorrow, so expect for me to go, but I will be back. Y'all know I'm tough. Send me some literature on that. Send me some websites or something. I want to read about it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I would love to do a story about that. That's just one of those things that there's no answer for, and we know. Yeah, something ain't right. You know, the more of us start saying, excuse us, but we know something, they're going to start going, oh, they're picking up on it. You know, stop being timid and introverted and open your mouth and say, excuse me. Excuse me. Because it's just, it takes 5% to sway the population. 5%. Surely we make 5%. Surely we can create a different momentum. I mean, energetically, physically, communication-wise, we got to change the momentum. So we got to keep working. Okay, well, things may have to change if I have to go to the specialist or have a biopsy. So I'm waiting. I'm supposed to get a call tomorrow. Because if I have the biopsy, they'll probably do it ASAP. Because they think it's flatlined and dead. And so they're going to try to, I guess, stop it from, because they said it could cause Graves' disease and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm just like, okay, what are we doing? Pick something. You know, and this, I like my new physician's assistant. She's street smart, but she's also very, like, research. Like, I've got to know. And I like that. I like her a lot. She's already put so many puzzle pieces in my hands today. And I'm like, it makes so much sense for what I've gone through my entire life. And I'm like, I get it now. And I get why I've had these rings under my eyes for half a year. I won't read up. I'm so bad. So bad. Good, Colin. That's what people need to do. Stand on what you say. Stand on what you say and stand on the promises of the Lord, and you ain't gonna never fall. That was a double negative, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I've had a rough day. Got a lot of rough information, but it was information I needed. So I'm composting. I've already hit up Sabrina to tell her what's going on, to get her pick on this. But I think everybody's like, Mongero's causing thyroid issues. In my case, it saved my life. It made them take enough blood to see that my thyroid was on its way out and has been giving problems for years. Saved my life. So maybe it's been doing this in other cases. They just, because it's being known and found out on Mongero, they're scared of it. Do your research, people. Mine backed up over 15 years. My thyroid's been kicking my butt for a solid almost 2 decades. Okay. Well, I was looking at camping spots and places near you too, and I found a place that actually did horseback rides and camping and stuff, and they also had the Conestoga wagons. So what we may do, if I have to have a biopsy or something, or I have to see a specialist next week, what we may do is do it closer to you when I'm spry. Now, she said if they got this medicine in my system, I'd perk up really quick and feel like my old self. They could give it to me today, but she has to make sure with secondary approval and my specialist. Sorry, Dr. Keith. So I've got to jump through some hoops to get feeling better. But maybe if I know that this, because I was just like, oh, this is just how crappy skinny people feel. No, I'm just near death again. Hi, it's me again. That's where I stay. But I want to make memories. Even if we just meet to swim, even if we just meet to swim and eat pizza, that's great. But ideally, I want to come up and stay. When I feel better, come up and stay and do some stuff. And then I would like every little whip stitch to go somewhere together and swim or take a day trip, go to something stupid. It's just something to laugh at. That's what as soon as I have some energy, that's what I want to do. I've wondered why I have barely been able to take a shower without going out of breath, and it's been my thyroid. I mean, I have been very ill, and I hide it from you very well, but I've been very ill. Well, we're gonna do quite a bit, and it may just be me and you, if little bits off doing stuff, but we're gonna. I'm in the making memories mode, so that's what we're going to do as soon as I get perked up. Right now, I got about 25 minutes of something in me. If I'm up walking, I'm done. Fried. Oh, I'd love to fly. I don't even have a passport. I mean, they've already got my DNA and everything on file because I've been a federal level employee, but I don't even have a passport. But that's tempting because my dad is Irish, Scottish, and just a tad little bit of German. I guess that's where the angry part of me comes from. Oh no. But I've always wanted to see the Highlands and the colors. The colors are what call to me. The colors, just like Montana colors call to me. I love it. I don't know if my physicians would ever let me fly that far. I've flown to Texas and back and wasn't impressed. My movie didn't work on the way there. It did on the way back. I was not impressed. I was waiting for a chicken to fly through the air or something. It just felt like I was on a big bus. You know, a very shoddy big bus. I wasn't impressed. Really? Well, nice to know I got you as a friend. I appreciate you jumping in the family here. You know, if they say I'm not going to make it much longer, I'm going to start doing more things that they don't want me to do. I'm finally to where I can go and trail ride, but I'm so weak I can't. And I'm like, this has really put a hitch in my giddy up because I was fixing to go and take a trail ride because now I'm at a weight where I can. And I'm too weak now. And I'm doing physical therapy to try to build my muscles back, but the physical therapist is like, you're so tired. And I'm like, dude, and we found out today why. So as soon as I get through this, I hope I come back to my old perky, sparky self because I'm done with this. I don't want to consult a doctor, but my stupid thyroid, I know that if one is dead and you just leave it, it will start cancer or Graves' disease. So I'm going to have to do something with it. It can't be just like a spark plug you take out and rasp off and stick back in. It's a thyroid. Oh, if it were a spark plug. Oh, life is too short, Colin. I swear, if they say something like that, I'll scrape up money and cross the pond. I've got a lot of friends in London, and I've got a lot of friends in, I've got a few in Scotland, several in Ireland. You know who the first person who wished me a happy birthday was the other day? It was Phoebe. I was about to cry because we haven't been talking a super lot lately because I've been so sick, and he still remembered my birthday, and he was the first one to wish me happy. And I was like, "You just made me cry." And he was like, "I always remember you." So we talked for a few minutes. He's doing a lot better, and now we seem to cycle like that. But thank you, Colin. I really appreciate that. That's not something I take lightly. That's a very roll out the carpet kind of thing, and I really appreciate that. If I'm going out of this world, I might take you up on that. But I was just ecstatic to get that he remembered me because he had a rotator cuff surgery, was healing from it, and it's nothing he's not told people, and now he's got back to his schedule, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna leave him alone for a while because he's busy. He remembered me, and I was like, bless your sweetheart. And he's like, I always remember you, Elizabeth. But it was nice. Okay, Denise, I won't be on much longer, honey. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you being here. I know Denise has been through the ringer too. But I just wanted to check in and let you know how I'm doing. And maybe in a few weeks I will really be perked up. She said the medicine would almost immediately make a change within me. We just got to figure out if we're going to take this out, just kill it with medicine, or if I need to have a biopsy. We don't know yet. So as soon as I know, I'll let you know. But until then, we're just going to keep on going because what's the point? Just life. You just got to keep on going. You take care too, Colin. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. So I'm going to sit here and literally drill a bag of dicks. And then I'm going to go back inside and do some stuff. But I won't make you watch the torture. But I'm going to work on this for a second while I have some energy and then go inside and watch TV with Mom. We've been watching like a movie every night or something. So it's been kind of fun. I'm just hoping I feel better very, very soon. Because right now I can't even drive. I won't even drive myself. So it's affecting my vision and everything. So I'm ready. I was like, give me the medicine today. She's like, I can't without secondary and seeing your specialist. And I was like, so when I get an update, I'll let you know. The secondary blood work should be on Monday. So we should have an answer pretty quick. So everybody take care. Keep everybody in your prayers, especially those struggling with family members that have addiction issues and those that have been the target of people struggling with addiction issues. Pray for Ashley's adopted daughter and Mickey's daughter. I've seen so many people come off of drugs and make such a wonderful life. Everyone deserves the option to get away from that, but not many will take it. And I just hope and pray that we see a success story in our little group. Yeah, keep your goals. Got to keep going. I mean, what's the point? I ain't going to give up. I'm going till I drop. It's just, I know. And I'm going to wreak havoc until I drop. It's just how I am. But at least I have answers today, which I didn't have yesterday. And I was like, is this just life now? It's not. It's my thyroid. And so soon we should have an answer. And I will feel better. So that's the big deal. Information is always a good thing. And if you have information, you can make changes. And so now it's time to make a decision on the changes I want to make to improve myself. At least I know there's a way to improve myself. And I'll do what I feel is right. I'm just ready to feel better because the last few days have been really difficult. So, but I appreciate you checking in with me. I know I'm sparse right now, but I'm very sick. I will try to do more community updates to let you know how I'm doing. I do have a lot of stuff that I want to share with you. It's just that I'm exhausted. And this is the first craft I've done in over a week. And I'm just tired. But things will get better. Oh, you should. Oh. Yeah, I just throw myself out there. It's the best way to be. Just smack them right in the face with you. I mean, when real people talk to people, you know then who's coming in and trolls. You can really see the social atmosphere when you just put your face out there. And I think it's important, you know, because all we see online is a lot of fictitious, fake people living fake lives showing, you know, and just transparency and just normalcy needs to come back. It needs to make a comeback. Normal people. We're not all makeup aficionados. We're not all Barbie dolls. We're not all stupid idiots. You know, some of us have some common sense. So, oh, and if you want to see like old time healing stuff, Barbara O'Neill on YouTube is great. She's a lot of the stuff that I've told you about. She does too. She explains it much better. So Barbara O'Neill, wonderful woman. Oh, you're sick again. Oh gosh, Gypsy. You watch your. Oh, I'm worried about you too now. Okay. Well, now y'all know why I've been missing in action. Things will improve. And as soon as I can create content that is more than a short because of that bird bumped its head on the porch. Sorry. As soon as I can create content that's more than a minute short, I'll be back. But I definitely will tell you what I think about the furniture when I put it together, whenever I get up there to do it. And Dad is still in Canada with Matthew, who's bear hunting. So Matthew has till Saturday. I think he had a 6-day hunt. So Dad will be back next week. And it's just me and Mom are just kind of, we went to the garden yesterday and hoed the tomatoes and checked the beans. And we just run all over the farm. And so my few moments I'm up, I'm going somewhere with Mom. Get away from there. I'm going somewhere with Mom or doing something. That is a little tiny gnat right up on my camera. That's a little tiny dog pecker gnat right up on my camera. But my few days I've had in the evening when it cools down, my few moments I've been going and doing stuff with Mom. And so we've just been, Bill's been checking the cat on. We've just been kind of handling it. She got on the zero-turn mower yesterday and scared me to death. She was determined to mow the front yard. Did not do anything for my blood pressure. But she did it. But I was like, is this something I'm going to get whipped for when Dad gets home? But she did it, so by golly. I think I might get my stubborn streak from her. Maybe not Dad so much. But, yeah, that was a bug. A little tiny bug. But we've had a adventurous couple of days. The few minutes I'm up and out, Mom has been a hoot. So it's been fun. I just get so tired to have to sleep all the time. And it's hard to sleep. But I'm so wore out, I just lay there and I'm like, ugh. And I never knew thyroid, a little thyroid was this much of a problem. And I just want them to correct it as quickly as possible because I felt like crap long enough. I want to live my life. Can I have my life back, please? Thank you. I finally lost all this weight. I'm supposed to be having fun. Where's fun? ready for the fun. So, but she said I would perk up very quickly. So I'm like, okay, I'm still going to have a summer. She said, oh yeah. So that made me feel better. Colin, you take care of yourself, and I'll check the emails and respond here in just a minute. But I appreciate you reaching out to me, and you're a genuine guy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Gypsy, I'm the same way. You need to probably have your levels checked too. It probably wouldn't be. I'm kind of ahead of you in this. Going, don't trip over the same speed bump I did. Go and make sure you check yourself really, really quickly. Colin, honey, we love you too. We're just a big family out here, aren't we? I've got the best subs. I've got the worst trolls, but the best subs. So, y'all take care of yourself. Gypsy, check your thyroid. And as soon as I feel better, I'll be back doing regular content. Until then, it's going to be stuff that I especially want to show you. Definitely reviewing Temu furniture very soon. And I'll keep you updated on my health. You guys, yes. I like it when the mods turn it to where it's just my subs, because we get really good conversations then. But y'all take care of yourself. Now you know what's going on. I tell you everything because I'm a learning curve health wise. Y'all should just I give my body to science, but they probably reject it. But I don't mind telling yins because yins have been through this journey with me and seen me so sick. This is just something else I got to go through. You know, the pancreas scared the crap out of me. I got through that. So here we go with another one. I'll get through it too. It's just what I do. So I'm going to do a little crafting, just a little bit right now. And then I'm going to go back in and enjoy my evening. So y'all have a good evening, morning, wherever you are across the world. And I'll see you just as soon as I have another day where I have this much energy in the evening. I got a good nap today with the Chihuahua. So I'm a little perkier than normal. But I'll be back as quick as I can. So just keep praying for everybody. Keep praying for this nation, even though sometimes I wonder. And keep your eyes up and your butt down. And I'll do a community post every once in a while if I'm sick, so y'all can check in and let me know how you're doing. Well, when Dad gets back, we might do something. Mama took her banjo up today to get the neck fixed. My mom plays banjo. You know, and I've been so shaky. If I got the fiddle out, I'd have probably had a good vibrato on my fiddle without any attempt if I could have kept this hand smooth. But I think we're going to start picking and grinning again if I'm here much longer. So we might have more of that for you as well. So, but she's getting she's got her old Gibson banjo. I won't tell you how much that's probably worth. And she put it up to get the neck fixed on it. It's not wanting to hold tune. And she plays she can play Foggy Mountain Breakdown better than Flat and Scruggs. So but we'll probably do more of that. But Dad's been MIA this week. He's been in Canada. And it was so quiet here without Dad. Dad's kind of the battery to this farm. And so it's been kind of weird without him here. Everybody's been trying to fill in for him, but Dad does so much, it's hard for him to fill in. And I'm like, my 70-year-old dad whips y'all's butts. And it's kind of funny, but he does. Nobody's been able to fill in for him this week. They're all trying, but they aren't doing it. Ooh, I will, Gypsy. We'll definitely do a music video as soon as she gets it back. They used to play a lot more, but arthritis. Need I say more? Arthritis. There's something, we need to get something fixed on the fiddle, but I might be able to eke out a thing or two maybe. We'll see how my shaking does. If my shaking slows down, I'll be able to do something. At least now I know why I'm shaking. I'm shaking continuously, but anyway, whatever you meant that for, but I'm shaking a lot. But I want us to play and pick and grin more. Mama enjoys that. And Dad does too, but the arthritis when you get older. And Dad used to shoe horses, so his elbows and hands are just, bless his heart, his knees are horrible. But they like to pick and grin, so we'll get back to it. Have a very talented family. I played a little bit of everything, but didn't play anything very solidly except for the saxophone, the alto sax. But I chord a little bit of everything and play the fiddle a little bit. I haven't played it in years. I need to try again. I need to seriously try, but maybe we'll pull it out and see if we can do anything. The fiddle came from 1940 something. Then my papa's brother shipped it over from Germany when he was in the war. And so it's a very nice fiddle. So, and I like playing it when I was a teenager when I took lessons. from Benny Williams. Nice man. He's dead now. He's a sweet man. I took lessons. It helped me feel closer to Papa because he died when I was 10 months old. But I liked playing his fiddle because I've got tape recordings of him playing his fiddle. And so one of the first songs I learned to play was the Old Kentucky Waltz because it was his favorite song to play. And so I learned to play it for Mom. And I would have to sit down and pick it out again, but I think I could do it. So we'll get around to that. Lots of music, lots of crafts, and, June the 14th, Pioneer Day is going on in a county down from us. David's wanting to go, and I'm hoping that I will perk up so I can go. June the 11th is that woman's recall date for her mental evaluation for the court. I don't have to go that day, but then the 14th is Pioneer Days. And I think Pioneer Days, if I feel good, would be a good place to show you all a lot of the heritage from this area. It just depends on where I'm at in this journey and how I feel. If I don't feel well, I'll try to see if David will at least take some pictures so I can put into a slideshow. But it's going to be a really neat event. And I really want to go, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But if I am, I'll share it with you. So y'all just hang out there. More content to come as I get better and we figure out what to do with the thyroid. But we'll figure it out. I'll get through it. I get through everything. I am just one of those bouncy balls. I just keep on going. That's all I know to do. So we'll just keep on going together, and we'll get through this one too. I'll show you the good, bad, and the ugly. Might as well learn from me. Might as well. And we'll get through it. And if my ears are clear up, I'd feel a whole lot better too. Pray for my ears. My poor ENT is going to be overwhelmed. He's going to be like, she's still sick. But at least I have good people taking care of me and a really great new little doctor that's going to be a big help. I am tough, but I was so glad to have a really inquisitive mind grab hold of my file and devour it. I was like, hallelujah. Because she was like, you are so unique. And I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily call it that. But she had already researched the last 15 years of my life. Amazing. So even, bad news, but it still gives me good options. So I'm okay with it. And I got a really great new doctor out of it. So it's all good. And I'll perk up. I always perk up. But the thyroid has been the worst I've ever felt in my life. And it's making me look horrible. But I'll perk up. I'll get there. And I ordered me some D3K2 supplements and some Celtic sea salt because I need more minerals in my system and I know I need to take that. So I got more of that. I've been doing the Himalayan salt, but the Celtic sea salt is better. The Baja Diamond salt is the best, but I can't afford that. So I've got that on the way. And Mama's been giving me moringa, which is a plant from the Philippines or Thailand or somewhere over yonder. It's very good for you. And we're trying. We're getting there. So things will get better. Okay, I'm going to sign off and drill my little friends. And then I will see y'all on another good day, but I will keep you updated with community posts. And everybody, if you need me, Savannah, you just caught me at the end. Bless your heart, honey. If you need me, just email me or message me if you have me on Facebook, and we'll keep in touch. But as soon as I know what they're going to do with my thyroid, I'll tell you. And I wish they figured it out 15 years ago, but now that we figured it out, we'll get through it. Yeah, bye, Savannah. I'm sorry, Savannah. You'll love to rewind and listen to this one though. But the last 15 to 20 years of my life kind of makes sense now, especially with the hormones, with the high testosterone that I've always had, and some other indicators. Makes sense now. I'm getting my puzzle pieces. It makes sense. So even if it's bad news, it gives me good opportunities, good options to get out of it. So I'm learning, and I'll take that as a win. So that's how I'm going to look at this. And I'm just going to say, okay, I have options. We're going to move forward. So I'll yell back as quick as I can and let you know how I'm doing, but give me some rest time while they go through this. And we definitely have a Temu haul with Mom on the way and Temu furniture review. And when Dad gets back from Canada, I'll see if I can get him to pick and grin. So do a little of that. And then if I can go to that festival, I'll take, if I can, I'll take video. So there's some stuff happening. I just got to feel like going. So just toss up prayers. I appreciate it. And we'll be back as soon as we feel like it. So, but I'm positive. So don't worry about me. I'm positive. I think we found it out. It's gonna put me in a better place very soon. So that makes me feel better. Just got to get through it. Got to get through this. What is that song? I Need It. That's my theme song. Or Another One Bites the Dust, I guess. I don't know. But here we go on another one. Learn from me. Grab your own health care and get a doctor that's curious. It makes a whole lot of differences. Okay, guys. Bye, Savannah. I'm sorry you hopped in at the end. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Thanks for the prayers. Pray for Ashley and for Mickey and their families. Got a lot going on. I'll be checking on you. Bye, guys.